Welcome back to my channel. This tutorial is dedicated to the line haircut, also known as the one-length haircut. In this tutorial, you will learn all the fundamental techniques you need to master to cutting a precision line, one-length haircut. A line haircut is a haircut that is cut at one length. It's a precision haircut where every section is directed and cut to create a solid perfect line. When cutting line haircuts, we have three shapes. We have a square line haircut, a round line haircut, and a triangular line haircut. These shapes can be combined to create one haircut. For an example, we could cut the back section round and the front square. Square line haircuts will retain length in the back and front corners of the haircut, whilst reducing length in the middle sections. This is a great choice for clients that want to maintain as much length and also body as possible, as the square corners will build length and weight, and the middle sections, being shorter, will create more body and movement. This shape looks more modern and less mumsy. This shape balances the roundness of the head and is also used to broaden the face shape. Triangular line haircuts work from shorter in the back into longer in the front. This shape can be cut in a subtle way or in a more dramatic way. This shape retains maximum length and weight around the face. This shape works well to elongate face shapes. Round line haircuts are cut at the same length, working around the head shape, with no build-up of weight or length. Commonly used for framing the face and cutting bangs and fringes. This shape sits heavier than square and triangle. When sectioning or zoning our line, one-length haircuts, we work with the natural part, taking a profile section from the front section through the apex, through to the crown, to the nape. We continue with taking horizontal sections when cutting square and round, or diagonal forward when cutting triangular. Combing the haircut into zones allows us to work with a streamlined, organized approach. Kinetics, body position, distribution, and elevation are our tools to cutting a perfect, solid line haircut. We want our eyes to be level with our cutting line, cutting no more than an inch width at a time to maintain an accurate cutting line. And most importantly, so we can see our guide before cutting. When cutting square or triangular, we want our body position to be square to the back whilst cutting the back, and square to the sides when cutting the sides. When cutting round, our body position will continue to move around the head shape. Elevation. When cutting a solid line, we want to cut every section in natural fall, and we want to cut with zero elevation. Some stylists may use their fingers, some may use their hand, or cutting through the comb. I choose to cut a solid line using the cutting through the comb method. The reason being, this method allows the lowest amount of tension on the root area, and also allows to cut each section a comb's width distance from the head shape. I will explain the pros and cons of these methods, and explain which technique I prefer and why. This technique will prevent you from over-directing your tension, whilst avoiding the hair from bouncing up once cut. When using your hand, this can be a great option for non-curly or wavy hair types. Straight hair can be cut perfectly using this method when cutting a line, one-length haircut. This technique creates the lowest elevation. Cutting between the fingers, I wouldn't choose this option, as it creates uneven tension, and also graduation. Natural fall and tension. Natural fall is when we comb or direct the hair in the direction the hair naturally grows and falls. Tension is the amount of pressure we put on the hair when cutting. One-length haircuts must be cut in natural fall, so when the haircut dries naturally, the line will always be perfect. Tension and elevation are the tools that is used to maintain an even haircut, no matter what texture of hair we are cutting, wavy, curly or straight. Solid line, one-length haircuts must be wrap dried before refining, as a flat wrap allows the haircut to fall into its natural place, avoiding unwanted body and movement, allowing us to refine our line without styled graduation. When we refine our line, we continue to position our body so our eye is slightly lower than our line. We start with club cutting, cleaning and maintaining our line. We also use a pointing technique to soften our line. This removes unwanted graduation and also helps to flatten the line, creating a more fluid, streamlined shape. Whilst cutting, it's very important to maintain even hydration and tension. Maintain even distribution and elevation whilst maintaining correct body position. One-length haircuts can be cut as short as a halo, bob, lob, shoulder length and longer haircut. This technique creates a perfect wash and wear shape. These techniques can be combined with layering and graduation. Once you master the fundamentals to cutting all three line haircut shapes, we can move on to advanced haircuts where we combine these shapes and also combine these techniques with layering and graduation techniques.